Well, what's up, guys? Matthew, you're getting ready to watch season 2, episode 3 of Mr. Robot. I have this is probably going to be a month and a half aired on YouTube after this happened. But I am just coming back from being terribly sick, and I'm going to be honest. This was the show that I thought the most about, and the fact that I was missing something. So I'm very excited to get into this. I don't want to yap for too long. I just want to hop straight into it. If you guys do like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the Flying Through Action up on Patreon, and I am multiple weeks ahead over on Patreon if you're interested. And subscribe if you like the content. Let's get into it. I love this show so much. And I love how I don't know what is going on. And from talking to you guys in some of the comment sections and just hearing about how good of a show this is, you know what I mean? I expected each season to get exponentially better, crazier, more complex. And that has really already started. I feel like last season it had the one big mystery, plot with Mr. Robot. And I felt very obsessed with it. With this season, there's so much shit going on that I have just dropped any semblance of needing to understand immediately. And I'm along for the ride. I feel like I can sense when something is off. This fucking Ray guy, something's off. Okay? Something doesn't make any sense. Sorry. That being said, what the fuck that is, I don't know. I cannot believe it. They killed Ramiro. Not as in like I thought characters were invincible in this or whatever. I'm not saying that. I just thought that the core hackers I thought would have had a bigger focus. But obviously I'm kind of scared that they're gonna get hunted down one by one. I'm very scared for Mobley and Trenton in particular. The candidates. Elliot is obviously, he's always a wild card. I don't think so, but it's Elliot. I don't know what the fuck going on with Elliot. Tyrell, I could definitely see being involved. And then also the Dark Army, even though that's the thing that is sort of one of the things that's thought of by Mobley. You know what I mean? I could see a world in which that is the thing. Is Ray involved? I mean, he's got people fucking going to beat people up and shit, so there's a chance, but I don't know if he's just like some dark underworld hacker that has sort of did his own research about this whole thing and is very intrigued by it and is trying to use Elliot in some way. Again, I'm still... Because this is the problem with theorizing, and it's something that I had a problem with in season 1. I almost need a steady source of information to keep backing up what I'm predicting, and if I'm not given something that immediately backs that up, I start to lose faith in it. So now I don't even understand about like where he is. I don't like I just don't know. I don't understand. I can't even, you know what I mean? Like the prison kind of doesn't fit now, maybe, but it does. I don't know. I'm going to stop thinking about that aspect because I think that's an aspect that I won't be able to fully know until I'm given in-depth concrete information. Concrete, pun intended. But yeah, something is just up with this Ray guy. I don't trust him. I really do not trust him. I don't trust anyone, and I think that's such a unique to this show thing. The fact that the main fucking character is so fucking insane that not even from like a is he a good guy or a bad guy perspective, you just can't trust what the fuck is happening near him. And I love that. Again, I don't want to focus on it too much, but more than almost every other show I've ever watched in existence, not only am I excited to just watch Mr. Robot, I am so excited to then rewatch it after the fact, after knowing information, after seeing some of the end games and being able to go back and look at the foreshadowing or the pieces of information that are right in your fucking face and I missed. I cannot wait to go back and pay attention to some of this stuff because I just, you know what I mean? I'm really trying. I feel like I'm doing a better job than last season, but I'm really trying to not focus on everything so intently. Dominique, I'm gonna call her Dom. I really fucking like her. I got to say I really like her. The thing, again, I'm gonna repeat it with every single character that appears in the show. I don't know if I can, for my own good, take her at face value. You know what I mean? A part of me is always going to have to theorize that there's something darker and more complex. Whether or not that's credible, whether or not there's any details to back that up, I don't know. I don't think there is. But I'm watching Mr. Robot. I simply cannot take anything at face value. I can't trust people who seem trustworthy. Things that seem real, I don't think I can just immediately think that they're real. I have to always question everything that I'm being shown. I don't have any theories about her. And out of any person in the season so far, she's probably the person I trust the most. But again, I'm only 3 fucking episodes in. I am sure that will be thrown to fucking smithereens. Burn into ash. Who did I want to talk? I wanted to talk about someone. I fucking love not just Angela, okay? But I love Price. I mean, so far, those 2 characters have been my highlight of the season. I feel like Season 1, Tyrell and Joanna were the highlights, and this season they've been really, really, really not there at all, specifically, obviously, Tyrell. So this season I have to give my MVPs to Angela and Price. Now, I just don't know. First of all, the White Rose is in play, you know what I mean, somewhere, hovering around this sort of, you know what I mean, base. So I always have to think about their role, and I don't know. They have their own loyalties and ideologies. I would assume they don't completely line up with Elliot, because if they did 100% line up with Elliot, they would be much more open to teaming up with Elliot. But it's not as simple as a team up. These are 2 different factions here, you know what I mean, trying to play their own game. So I don't know what their intentions or beliefs are yet. I don't know if they are, like, I don't know whose side they're on, what angle they're playing. And the reason I bring all this up is that to me extends to Price. I feel like I know his angle. I feel like he's, fucking the closest thing to evil incarnate in the capitalist world. You know what I mean? He seems very fucking capable. I love him so far. The extent to what his capability is. Obviously, he blamed a lot of this. Not blamed isn't like gossiping. As in, there was blame thrown onto Tyrell for this through him. Does he have any semblance of Elliot in the equation? And if he does have semblance of Elliot, I feel like getting really close and buddy and I don't want to say grooming, but really sort of trying to manipulate Angela. Maybe that is the plan, not just from the perspective of their friends and they know each other, but just the fact that Angela is very, very capable. Elliot level capable, I don't know. Hacking wise, as a human, she is considerably more capable than Elliot has ever been. So, I just don't know. I love this show so much. Guys, I don't know what's going on. And I love this show so much. It's incredible. I've never watched a show like this. I shouldn't like this. I should be pissed off at the fact that I'm being shown everything and nothing at the same time. But I'm ecstatic. I'm swimming in joy. I'm trying. I don't think I have any sort of other strong theories or strong pieces of details to back up anything so far from that episode. Again, it's sort of. I felt like the first two episodes I was maybe sort of grabbing onto the slightest bit of a theory, but nothing really hooked me to back that up this episode. So I'm gonna have to take a step off the gas in that regard, for now at least. But I do want to repeat something I say every episode. The dialogue in this show is fucking incredible. It's unparalleled. I don't even know what to say. I mean, that fucking Elliot, let's say monologue. I don't know. Incredible. The Angela and Price stuff throughout the entire season has been fantastic, and even this Ray stuff, who might honestly, I'm probably gonna say that Ray's the character that I'm most confused about. But his dialogue scenes are fantastic. Craig Robinson, I believe, is the gentleman's name. I didn't know you had game like that, my man. I thought you were just a comedian. But I've been really enjoying him in this role so far. Rip Romero, I cannot believe they did him like that. I'm very interested to see how the rest of the season goes. Again, loving Dom, loving everyone. I love everyone, and I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm going crazy here. The final thing I do want to say, sorry, that Elliot vomit scene was one of the most visceral, vile scenes I have ever seen in TV. And as much as it hurt me to watch it, I do have to give props. Again, I want to say, I love shows or stories, narratives that make you feel really strong emotions. And sometimes, seeing visceral shit like that, like, it hurts me, but at the same time, it's like, that's so fucking cool to watch. But that was so cool to watch. Don't fucking show me that shit again, or we're gonna have some problems. That's gonna be it. I will see you guys next week for the next episode. I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I've got the Falling Thrash and stuff on Patreon multiple weeks ahead if you're interested. And if you enjoyed the content that I make for the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. It would really help me out. I'll see you guys.